Did you know that dozens of unknown pyramids are still hidden beneath Egypt's sands? Beneath the golden dunes lie traces of lost tombs and forgotten kingdoms. Most of them are invisible to the human eye. Only satellites can reveal their outlines. Some of these structures are even older than the Great Pyramid of Giza, holding the secrets of the earliest pharaohs. Today, we'll uncover the mysteries of pyramids that have slept untouched under the merciless Egyptian sun for thousands of years. Are you ready to step into a world no one has seen for centuries? In the endless sands of Saqqara lies one of Egypt's most mysterious monuments, the unfinished pyramid of Pharaoh Sekhemkhet, known today as the Buried Pyramid. Discovered in 1951 by Egyptian archaeologist Saqqara Gonim, this hidden structure remained unseen by human eyes for millennia, concealed beneath thick layers of desert sand. Sekhemkhet, a pharaoh of Egypt's third dynasty around 2648–2640 BCE, was the successor of the famous Dahshur, who built the iconic step pyramid. Following in his predecessor's footsteps, Sekhemkhet also commissioned a step pyramid as a part of his funerary complex. However, his reign was short-lived, lasting only about 6 years, and the pyramid was left incomplete. Gonim's discovery was groundbreaking. Working near the step pyramid, he noticed an unusual limestone wall projecting from the desert. As he carefully excavated further, he realized he had uncovered an entire hidden monument, a funerary complex complete with underground chambers, passageways, and remains of a pyramid that was never completed. Archaeological analysis showed that Sekhemkhet's pyramid was intended to surpass Dahshur's in grandeur. The base would have measured about 115 meters on each side, larger than Dahshur's, and it was planned to have at least 7 steps. If completed, it would have been the largest structure of its kind at the time. One of the most astonishing discoveries within the complex was a sealed alabaster sarcophagus found deep underground inside a stone chamber. The sarcophagus was unique. It had no openings. Instead, it was carved from a single block of alabaster with a heavy lid perfectly sealed in place. Anticipation ran high as the archaeological world waited for the reveal. Would it contain the mummy of Pharaoh Sekhemkhet himself? After carefully cutting open the seal, the team was met with a shocking surprise. The sarcophagus was completely empty. No body, no treasures, just silence and dust. The mystery deepened. Why was the tomb sealed if it contained nothing? Had the burial never been completed? Was the body moved in ancient times? Or had grave robbers somehow outsmarted the ancient engineers? To this day, the answers remain elusive. Adding to the mystery, Gonim's career suffered greatly after this discovery. Facing accusations of theft, he died under suspicious circumstances, some believe driven by despair. His untimely death has only added a tragic aura to the already enigmatic Buried Pyramid. Today, the complex remains partially excavated. The base of the unfinished pyramid is visible, along with remains of its enclosure wall and underground galleries. The site reveals clues about early pyramid construction techniques. The burial chamber was dug deep into the bedrock and covered with massive stone blocks, designed to thwart tomb robbers. Sekhemkhet's pyramid is a powerful reminder that not all ancient Egyptian projects reached completion, and that history often leaves behind more questions than answers. Unlike the grandeur of Giza's monuments, the Buried Pyramid tells a quieter, sadder story. A young king's ambitions swallowed by the desert before they could take form, leaving behind only ruins and unanswered mysteries. As modern technology advances, archaeologists hope that future excavations may reveal more about this forgotten pharaoh and his lost resting place, still hiding secrets under the endless Egyptian sands. Saqqara is not just the home of the famous step pyramid of Dahshur. Beneath its shifting sands lies a vast necropolis filled with lost and ruined pyramids, monuments that have faded almost completely from memory. Serving as the main burial ground for Memphis, Egypt's ancient capital during the Old and Middle Kingdoms, Saqqara once held the tombs of powerful pharaohs, nobles, and high officials. Many of these grand projects, however, were not built to withstand the test of time. Today, their remnants barely hint at the grandeur they once embodied. Near Djoser's Step Pyramid, archaeologists have uncovered traces of several forgotten pyramids, now reduced to mere mounds of sand and rubble. One of them is the Pyramid of Sekhemkhet, the first ruler of the 5th dynasty. Today, little remains above ground, just a modest collection of limestone blocks, barely distinguishable from the desert landscape. Nearby are the ruins of the Pyramid of Dahshur, another 5th dynasty king. Only the faint outlines of its foundations and a few scattered burial chambers survive. Over centuries, the relentless forces of wind, sand, and human activity have almost completely erased these ancient structures. Another fascinating discovery was the Pyramid of Khaba, sometimes called the Buried Pyramid in older sources. This monument, unearthed during the 19th century, stands as a testament to ambitious architectural plans that were never fully realized, perhaps due to a short reign or political turmoil. The Pyramid of Teti, founder of the 6th dynasty, also lies here. Though originally a proper pyramid, it has almost entirely collapsed over time. Teti's pyramid is historically significant for featuring the earliest known examples of the pyramid texts, ancient religious inscriptions that guided the soul into the afterlife. Today, the once imposing structure looks more like a low, weathered hill than a royal tomb. Most of the forgotten pyramids of Saqqara share a similar fate. Time, desert winds, and human intervention have nearly obliterated them. Many would go unnoticed by an untrained eye, mistaken for natural formations rather than the remains of ancient dreams. A key reason for their fragile state is the quality of their construction materials. Unlike the massive granite blocks used at Giza, many Saqqara pyramids were built from lower-grade limestone, which erodes easily under harsh desert conditions. Yet even in ruin, these forgotten pyramids provide priceless insights to archaeologists. Their study reveals the evolution of pyramid construction techniques, shifts in religious beliefs, and glimpses into the social changes of ancient Egypt. Modern technologies, including satellite imaging and laser scanning, have revolutionized archaeological work in Saqqara. Recent discoveries have brought to light new tombs, temples, and previously hidden structures buried for millennia under the sands. Saqqara remains a land of ghosts, a place where every grain of sand might conceal the story of another lost pyramid. Here, grandeur and decay intertwine, telling a silent tale of ambition, memory, and the passage of time. Beneath its eternal sands, Saqqara continues to guard its secrets, and with each new discovery, we are reminded just how much of ancient Egypt still lies waiting to be found. Dahshur is one of Egypt's most mysterious and underrated archaeological sites. Located about 40 kilometers south of Cairo, this remote desert area holds pyramids that changed the course of architectural history. The most famous monument here is the Bent Pyramid, a unique structure that served as an experimental masterpiece for ancient Egyptian builders. It was constructed during the reign of Pharaoh Sneferu, the founder of the 4th dynasty, around 2600 BCE. Sneferu was an ambitious ruler, determined to perfect the shape of the pyramid, and his experiments at Dahshur paved the way for the grand monuments of Giza. The Bent Pyramid gets its name from its unusual appearance. The angle of its sides changes partway up. Initially, the pyramid rose at a steep angle of about 54 degrees. However, midway through construction, builders reduced the angle to around 43 degrees, creating the distinctive bend in its profile. Why the sudden change? Most researchers believe the original steep angle made the structure unstable, forcing architects to adjust the design to prevent collapse. This engineering flaw, and the clever solution, made the Bent Pyramid a unique monument in history. It remains the only pyramid in Egypt that still preserves a significant portion of its original polished limestone casing, which once shone brilliantly under the desert sun, visible for miles. Near the bent pyramid stands another significant structure, the Red Pyramid, also built by Sneferu. Unlike the bent pyramid, the Red Pyramid has a consistent angle of about 43 degrees from the base, making it Egypt's first true smooth-sided pyramid and the direct predecessor of the Great Pyramid of Khufu at Giza. But Dahshur holds even more secrets. In the 19th and 20th centuries, archaeologists uncovered the remains of smaller and less famous pyramids here, including the Pyramid of Amenemhat II and the Pyramid of Seneret III from the Middle Kingdom. Most of these structures are heavily damaged, their stones plundered for later construction projects, and their forms worn down by centuries of sandstorms. Some of the ruins are so degraded that they resemble natural desert mounds. Only careful excavation and modern analysis reveal that these hills hide the remains of once grand monuments. Intriguingly, parts of Dahshur remain largely unexplored. Archaeologists believe that beneath the sands, hidden tombs, burial chambers, and possibly undiscovered pyramids still await discovery, finds that could reshape our understanding of Egypt's ancient past. Dahshur offers a crucial window into the evolution of pyramid building. Here, between success and failure, ancient architects developed the techniques that would define Egyptian monumental architecture for centuries. Today, thanks to a more stable situation in the region, archaeological teams are returning to Dahshur to continue their research. Each excavation season brings new insights into how the ancient Egyptians refined their engineering skills, altered their burial practices, and shaped their beliefs about eternal life. The bent pyramid and the forgotten ruins of Dahshur remind us that even among the greatest achievements of the ancient world, there were trials and errors, risks and innovations. It was here, amid the sands, that the foundation for Egypt's timeless architectural legacy was laid, a legacy that continues to inspire awe to this day. In the 21st century, the search for Egypt's ancient monuments has entered a new era. Technologies that the ancient pharaohs could never have imagined now allow archaeologists to uncover secrets buried beneath the sands for thousands of years. One of the most remarkable achievements came with the discovery of potential new pyramids using satellite imagery. In 2011, archaeologist Sarah Parcak from the University of Alabama made headlines worldwide. Using images from NASA satellites, she identified over 17 possible structures that could be previously unknown pyramids. For the first time, remote sensing technology revealed underground sites without the need for initial physical excavation. Parcak employed advanced infrared imaging techniques to detect differences in soil density. Buried stone structures create distinct patterns compared to the natural desert landscape, allowing researchers to see outlines of potential pyramids, temples, and tombs hidden beneath the surface. One of the most exciting finds was located near the ancient city of Thinis, north of Abydos. Satellite images revealed a square-shaped anomaly buried under the sand, a shape consistent with early Egyptian pyramid design. Later ground investigations confirmed the presence of architectural remains, though full excavations continue cautiously to this day. Even in well-explored areas like Saqqara, satellite technology has revealed new anomalies. Subtle underground outlines suggest the existence of undiscovered pyramids or massive tomb complexes belonging to high-ranking officials. However, archaeologists emphasize that satellite discoveries are just the beginning. The marks seen from space require careful confirmation through traditional excavations, a process that can take years, given the harsh desert conditions, limited funding, and the need to preserve fragile sites. Beyond discovery, satellite archaeology has also become essential for protection. By monitoring surface changes over time, researchers can detect threats like illegal excavations, erosion, and urban encroachment before irreversible damage occurs. Besides NASA, other initiatives have utilized commercial high-resolution satellites to map and plan archaeological projects more accurately. New methods, including drone surveys, aerial photography, and lidar scanning, complement satellite data, creating detailed 3D maps of ancient settlements buried under the desert. Yet no technology can replace the careful hands and expert eyes of archaeologists on the ground. Excavation, artifact analysis, and contextual interpretation remain the heart of archaeological discovery. Satellites provide clues, but the real work happens in the dust and the heat of the desert. Sarah Parcak's groundbreaking research has inspired a new generation of archaeologists. Her work proved that even in the modern age, there are still places on Earth waiting to be discovered, and that even the oldest civilizations can reveal new chapters of their story with the help of technology from space. Today, we stand at the threshold of a new era of Egyptian archaeology, an era where ancient secrets are uncovered not only with shovels but also with the watchful eyes of satellites orbiting high above, piercing through the sands of time. Amid the endless sands of ancient Egypt, the name of Pharaoh Khaba is little known today. Yet hidden among the ruins of Saqqara lies one of the least studied but important monuments of the Third Dynasty, his unfinished pyramid, known today as the Layer Pyramid. Khaba likely ruled after Sekhemkhet, another enigmatic pharaoh of Egypt's early Old Kingdom. Very little is known about Khaba's reign. There are no surviving records of military campaigns or major achievements. However, the remains of his pyramid tell a story of ambition and the desire to solidify a growing tradition of monumental royal tombs. The Layer Pyramid was first identified in the 19th century by British archaeologist John Perring. At first glance, it appeared to be nothing more than a small hill rising from the desert plain. But excavations revealed that it was another attempt to build a step pyramid, following the examples set by Dahshur and Sekhemkhet. The structure was built using horizontal layers of large limestone blocks, which gave it the nickname, Layer Pyramid. Unlike Dahshur's complex, Khaba's pyramid was never covered with a smooth outer casing, and construction was likely abandoned before completion. Key features of the pyramid include a base measuring approximately 84 meters on each side, an intended height of about 42 meters, though today it stands only a few meters tall, a central burial shaft cut deep into the bedrock, surrounded by a network of corridors and chambers. One of the most remarkable aspects is the burial chamber itself, hewn directly from solid rock and covered by massive limestone blocks, some weighing over 20 tons. This demonstrates that even at this early stage, Egyptian architects possessed impressive engineering skills. Unfortunately, no inscriptions or artifacts have been found that definitively identify the pyramid as Khaba's. The attribution comes mainly from pottery shards and seal fragments discovered nearby that bear his name. The reasons why construction was halted remain unclear. Khaba may have died unexpectedly, before the project could be completed. Another theory suggests political instability or a lack of resources during the transitional period between Sekhemkhet and Huni, the last king of the Third Dynasty. Despite its unfinished state, the Layer Pyramid holds great historical importance. It represents a key step in the evolution of pyramid construction, a link between the early experimental phases and the more refined forms that would later culminate in the masterpieces at Giza. Today, the Layer Pyramid appears as a humble mound in the desert, lacking the grandeur and fame of Egypt's better-known monuments. Yet within its rough stones and incomplete corridors lies the story of a people striving to conquer time and achieve immortality through their architecture. Archaeologists hope that future excavations may reveal more about the life and reign of Khaba. Perhaps this forgotten monument still holds secrets waiting to be uncovered. Among Egypt's shifting sands, even the most modest ruins have their own silent tale, a testament to ancient dreams of eternity. Many of Egypt's ancient pyramids, once towering over the landscape, are now almost entirely buried beneath layers of sand. But why did some survive while others vanished? The main reason lies in natural desert processes. Over thousands of years, strong winds carried shifting sand across the landscape, gradually engulfing even the largest structures. Pyramids built from softer limestone were especially vulnerable. Erosion, temperature changes, and moisture slowly broke them down. Another major factor was human activity. In medieval and later periods, locals often reused stones from ancient sites for new construction. Smaller or lesser-known pyramids, especially those not actively protected, were dismantled for building materials. In some cases, pyramids were never completed. Without finishing touches like outer casings or reinforcements, these monuments deteriorated faster, blending into the desert terrain. As a result, many pyramids today appear as little more than hills of rubble. It's only through the work of archaeologists and modern technology that these lost monuments are being rediscovered, revealing their hidden history beneath the sands of time. The Egyptian desert is more than silence and sand. Beneath its surface lie forgotten pyramids, undiscovered tombs, and untold secrets. What we call lost is often simply waiting to be found. Each new discovery adds another line to the epic story of humanity, buried deep in the sands of eternity.